copy of Jimmy's book. It'll be available for you to pick up after our talk and lunch. So, welcome Jimmy to the stage.
All right, Ernest and I are going to sing a duet today. He doesn't know it, but man, what a spot-on set of remarks that will go in concert with what I have to say today. Now, I have no idea how to advance this other than hit the green button. I'm a product of Georgia Public Education, so work with me today. I'm going to tell you some more stories today. We're going to talk about culture in depth, the importance of the attributes of a successful 21st century company, and how leaders like each of you will have to work hard. It is hard work to shape the culture of this organization so that it's not only paper deep, but it's a part of your DNA. So let's get started. I ended up coming into contact with Christopher McKay, at which time he told me, "Sir, I think God put a warrior spirit in me." Chris McKay had no idea how his warrior spirit was going to be tested that July morning. He said it was like deer hunting. They were doing stand to. Every soldier on his belly, oriented outside of the position, scanning the ridge lines with their night vision goggles, waiting to be attacked, but seeing nothing. He said, I was looking for any movement, anything out of place, anything that didn't belong, but they didn't see anything. And it was just enough ambient light that he thought he could take his night vision goggles off. He said, I reached up, and just as they came loose from my helmet, the entire valley erupted in RPG and machine gun fire. An RPG impacted just above McKay, then one below it. He said my entire body was lifted off the ground and slammed back down into the ground. His assault pack was on fire. His elbow was burning. He said, I thought about screaming for a medic and I realized it was pointless. There's nothing a medic could do for me at this point. We were going to fight or we were going to die in this valley. He said, for the first time in my life, I felt fear in a commanding way. Well, I joined the Forrest Gump Army. You remember Forrest Gump, right? You've seen Forrest Gump. You remember when Forrest sets the new company record assembling his M16, and the drill sergeant runs through the barracks. He says, "Go!" It's so fast. And Gump looks kind of confused by the question. Gump looks up and says, "Because you told me to, drill sergeant." Right? I know it's a little too close, isn't it? I might not be a smart man, Jimmy, but I know what love is. I know. That's the only thing you'll remember today. That's the army I joined. Look, I joined Gump's army, and at that time, the leaders solved the problems. You can't do that texting. You can't do that emailing. You can't do that sitting in your office. Systems and processes must be managed. They must be good. They're important. But as a leader, we got to delegate that stuff, pin the rows, hold accountable. And we got to go do what we as leaders can only do. What are those things that only you can do? And that changing this culture was one that laid squarely in my realm of responsibility. I had to get out and ensure that I established that relationship where they would embrace that change their way of thinking, explain to them, I wanted ideas, I want innovation, I want you to throw them out. They're not all going to be good, they're not going to work, but you know what? You can fail and not be a failure. Keep them coming. Do change. I found that people fell into one of four categories. We're going to talk about these. There were the willing and able, there were the willing and unable, the unwilling and able, and the unwilling and unable. Okay. So I came back, right? I've had this religious experience. I come back and I'm ready to change. So willing and able, I brief them, hey look, we got to make some changes to our AMCs. This culture's got to change because we got to trust and empower people. And they go, we need me to do that. I'm on the team, let's go. All right, now generally those people fall into two categories. I used to hunt bird dogs a lot, okay? I had a bird dog that would hunt quail all day long, point, and as soon as you shot a bird, he'd retrieve it, go, and he's ready to go again. Needed no direction, no coaching, mentoring, nothing, okay? I had another bird dog. If I didn't give him half my cheeseburger, he wouldn't point a bird all day. You as a leader need to know those people, okay? You got somebody in your organization that your arm's going to get strong, all right? Because you better be patting them a lot on the back. And as long as you keep patting them, they'll keep pointing birds for you, all right? You got organization, you as a leader need to know what motivates them, what drives them. The willing and unable. Okay, these are great people. They're willing. They go, hey, put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. Look, the other night, Alabama put up some pride. So, y'all are a little far removed from the SEC up here, but let's talk about this a minute. So, hey, look, it's the fourth quarter. You're down a touchdown. The other team has the ball. They're making a drive, and your middle linebackers missed 3 tackles in a row. You got that guy beside you going, put me in, coach. Come on, put me in. I can make that tackle. I can make that tackle. You're going, if God entered your body, you couldn't make that tackle. But I love you. Right? You love them. They're on the team. They want to be on the team. They want to perform, but they're never going to shoot 70% from the line. And you know it. You need to get that person in the right seat on the bus. Right? You want them on the team. Now, you don't need to collect them. Right? A few of them's enough. But you want those people on the team. Where do most leaders spend their time? Help me out, front table. Where? That's right. Unwilling and unable. I don't know if you said it, but you wasted my time up here. So unwilling and unable. Right? Why? We've already said we're going to get somebody else in there, right? Where should we spend our time? That's right. We've got to get those folks that are capable on our team. We need to expend some resources, some energy there to move them over, right? Get them on the team. Down here at the bottom, that's where my boy is that's shooting. We got to have him shooting 69% consistently from the line. He's got a great attitude. He's going to mentor junior people, limited in talent. We're going to maximize his potential and use his strengths on our organization. That's where we need to be spending our time. And then go about making it who you are. Man, that's a great place to work. That's a place you get up every day, you put the keys in the ignition, you go, man, I'm going to work today. I like the people that I work with because we got a good climate, which is the next one, right? You don't get up, put your keys in the ignition, and go, another day at work. Right? You're out there. And those are the attributes that Ernest first spoke of and now I'm reinforcing, right? Trust, empowerment, innovation, initiative, agility. Hey, get flat-footed. Get flat-footed in the 21st century business world and see where that leads you. It's tough, right? Remember Nokia? It's the famous quote of the CEO of Nokia. We didn't do anything wrong. Somehow we lost. They got bought out. Lost. That's the leadership style I grew up with. That worked very effectively, right? It was very directed. It was hierarchical, right? Think about big business, 70s, 80s, early 90s, okay? Linear, structured, top-driven. That style is not very effective in the world I just left, okay? And I'll argue that it's not effective in your world, okay? I found that that is a lot more effective today. That's me and none other than Chris McKay from Battle of Why Not. That's 2 deployments after that Why Not deployment in Afghanistan. That seems to be a lot more effective than this directive. I have all the answers. Listen to me. I can't get close to you because you might see my flaws. We all got them, okay? Some of us got more than we need. Guilty. But it's okay. Our people know we're human. They need to know we're human. So they'll help us be better. Each of us. These people make me a better human being every day. How did it all turn out? We got back in December 2009 after a very difficult year. We lost 35 soldiers on the ground during that deployment. Had airplanes shot to pieces, pilots shot to pieces, one through the head that survived and has had another kid since. When we got back that following spring, we became the first unit in Army history to be selected as the Army Aviation Association of America Combat Aviation Unit of the Year and the L.S.D. Parker Aviation Unit of the Year. We had the Pilot of the Year, the Army Aviation Trainer of the Year, the Flight Surgeon of the Year, the Sheet Metal Mechanic Repairer of the Year, Electrician of the Year. We got the Air Land Sea Hoist of the Year. We got the Aubrey Red Newman Leadership Award, and it goes on and on. Why? Not because Jimmy Blackmon did anything extraordinary. Jimmy Blackmon didn't pump any gas, turn any wrenches. Jimmy Blackmon didn't do anything heroic in combat, render aid to a dying soldier. All I did was create an environment where those people promise you what your earnings will be next year. I can't promise you how you'll compare to your competitors. But I will promise you that if you'll apply these things in your life as a leader, you'll sleep better at night and you'll enjoy going to